Hello, guys. So sorry. I am here live. My other event went over, and so I apologize. Um, thank you for being live with me. I don't know if you've been waiting, but I apologize for the delay. Today we are going to talk about the eyes. The eyes are have so much to say. There's so much energy in the eyes. And so I'm going to do hello. Leave a comment if you're here with me. I'm going to try to go live in one other spot because I want to make sure that everybody in the private group is also aware that I am live. So just bear with me as I try to find all this. I love social media. So, all right, here we go. Deeple's Quantum Body Awakening. All right. So I want to talk more about the eyes because our eyes are definitely, our eyes tell a lot. And sometimes I realize that some people don't like to look up. They don't like to look other people in the eye, and they don't like to use their eyes in certain ways, right? And so we end up like as children, we've had so many issues with that. And I find that in my clients quite a bit. So if you are finding that you have eye health issues, okay, that you've been trying to overcome for a while, then you're in the right place. Now, for many years, I remember like my mom would always say, Deeple, I don't know why you have glasses because nobody in our family has glasses. And yet, here I am doing the spiritual work, right? So, as a child, if you're being restricted and your parents are strict, because that's how my dad was, and I had to be perfect, and there was a lot of fear. My eyes were afraid to see that. My eyes didn't know how to metabolize that. So when you start to realize that your eyes play a huge role and what's happening with your eyes, that plays a huge role in your body. Now, one of the things that the eyes have messages, okay? We need to figure that out. What is the underlying story around the eyes? Why are they showing what they're showing us? Why do they not want to be seen? Why do we not want to be seen? Why do we not want to see others, right? Why do we isolate ourselves? Why do we walk looking down rather than straight up with our shoulders pulled back? There's a lot of energy around the eyes. Now, could it also be a spiritual energy? Sure, it could. The eyes can have spiritual energy stuck. And so I've helped a lot of my students work with the eyes right here. The eyes have profound, and I'm talking about the spiritual eyes. They have profound capability of helping us with our seeing, the things that we want to see, the things we're afraid to see in reality, right? Sometimes reality can be really shocking. It can be scary. And so what do? We put shutters or cloudiness or something over our eyes, some kind of barriers. It could be your glasses. It could be cataract. It could be glaucoma, right? Pressure in the eye, putting pressure on ourselves. So the eyes have a lot to say. And whether or not you know it, I want to spend this little bit of time with you because we will be here till 3:30. And I want to spend this time with you to heal certain parts of your eyes so that you can find some answers that you've been searching for. Okay. We want to get our eyes to be better. We want to get them to be healthy. And how can we do that? Because sometimes there's no answers, right? But the answers are within us. They're within us. They've always been within us. So let's do like a community healing because I love to channel information and do a community healing. And so as we focus on the eyes, I want you to just close your eyes because I want you to feel. What do you feel? What do you sense around your eyes? What's coming up? Notice how it feels. Does it feel heavy? Notice what your eyes are trying to share with you. Do they feel pressure? Do they feel neglect, abandoned, sad? What do your eyes feel right now? And just breathe in and out. And what if your eyes could be healthy? What if your eyes can see clearly? What if your eyes are ready to accept the truth? Let's allow that energy to come in. I can sense some turbulence within your eyes. And that turbulence, it just makes it feel rocky. Okay. Like things are stressful. Stress can impact the eyes. Fear can impact the eyes. Let's clear that fear. Let's clear that insecurity and feelings of unsafety. Notice how your eyes start to feel. Notice the tingles. Notice the calmness within your nervous system. Maybe you even feel the third eye opening up. Just breathe in and breathe out. And just allow yourself, allow your eyes to feel grounded. We always ground our body, but we never ground our organs or systems or anything else. What if we can ground our eyes? Bringing in that earth energy from the bottom of our feet up to our eyes. Let's ground them. Using the water of the soil to nourish them. Notice how that feels. Notice how your body feels. Take a nice deep breath in and a nice breath out. How are you doing? What questions do you have about eyes? Deborah says, how do you help someone with spiritual boundaries? Can you clarify that a little bit more for me, Deborah? Because spiritual boundaries, how do you help someone with spiritual boundaries? And to me, like there's physical boundaries, and yeah, there's spiritual boundaries, like where you can't enter my space, right? Like my aura, right? Or my chakras, but like a medium that doesn't give a spirit permission. How do you help someone like a medium that doesn't give a spirit permission? I'm not sure I completely understand, but what I do understand is that um when a spirit, okay, I got it. So if a spirit is trying a family member born that way, okay, so I'm thinking a spirit meaning like a ghost or something. Um, all right. So a lot of times families do, somebody that's born into your family. Okay, let's do a healing around that, okay? Because we can definitely do healing around that. But I feel like this whoever's born is a walk-in. There's a walk-in in that body. Okay? I'm not feeling that they are who they are, like their soul. Does that make sense? Deborah, I don't know if that resonates with you. But working with that spirit would really help. Okay. Yeah, I don't feel like she's in her body, her soul, her spirit. I feel like it's a walk-in. Okay. So when you have your mom that is breaking down boundaries and stuff like that, you have to stand in your power. And how do you do that? It's by utilizing your own life force energy to allow you to do that. The higher the vibration of your life force energy, and the more you contain it, the more you have of it because she's depleting it, then she won't be able to do that. Okay, break down your spiritual boundaries. Okay, and she doesn't have permission, but so this is kind of gets a little wonky because she's connected, she's corded to you because you're her child. Okay, so you can't even cut the cord. And so if you want to talk about this a little more, we'd have to go ahead and set up like an appointment, a 20-minute session, and we could get some clarity around this. But I hope you understand that because she's corded and you're corded to each other, you can't cut that cord. And therefore, I'm not saying that you have to live with broken boundaries, any kind of boundaries. But I do know that you can create boundaries to help her raise her vibration. Okay. So that's a whole thing that we need to get into. So let's just clear this energy. Hello, Rose. Hope you're doing well. And I know we might have some people. I'm just going to do some clearing for you, but I do need to check with one thing that I forgot. So give me a moment. I want to make sure that people in the Quantum Body Awakening group can also see us. Okay. I am getting those messages. Okay. I just wanted to make sure that all the messages are showing up here. Okay, so I'm just going to do some clearing here, Deborah, for your mom. But we definitely do want to work on your energy. So let's just work on your energy now, because I tried to go with hers and she was like, no. So I'm coming back to yours. And let's just raise your pranic life force. Okay. Okay, Deborah, notice how calm, like you're starting to feel like more in your body. Okay. More clarity. Okay. Less of an impression of her within you. Okay. Because I'm working on your lower half. Yes. Okay, good. Okay, so yeah, we need to talk about this for sure. Rose says, I'm short-sighted. What am I afraid to see? I want to see the divine in everyone, but I'm judgmental and distrustful. Okay, so I just talked about that. Rose, I hope you join me for the medical intuition, the secrets to medical intuition, where I did share a lot of what you're saying, that you want to see the divine, right? And that part of you that um, feels judgmental and distrustful, um, that is the 3D self talking. That is the ego self talking. And the spirit, your spirit, already does see the divine in everyone. But then the 3D kind of says, hey, shove aside, push aside, let's, you know, let's just judge this person. Now, what's happening is that because you yourself, as a child, 4 or 5 years old, maybe even 6 or 7, you were judged as a child and you learned that, or you've seen people around you judge others. And so you've picked up on those, and this is not your fault. Okay. This is something that can be healed. I'm going to do a mini clearing, but I would love for you to consider doing a healing for yourself, okay? Whether you do healing for yourself on this or have somebody help you and assist you with this, okay? So let's go ahead and clear that. We're just going to work with your first chakra and your third chakra, okay? Those are the two that I see that's out of balance. There's other things in your brain that are going on that create habit. So we have to work on those as well, okay? Okay, notice how that feels. Feel into that. If you sense energy, notice how that feels, okay? All right. Let me know how you're doing. Lorna, let's see. Okay, that's something we'd rather do in a session, okay? I don't want to work with walk-ins or entities or anything here, because not everybody is receptive to that energy. So we want to bring things that you are dealing with on a day-to-day basis, something that is going on, that you would like healing for in your body, anything like that, okay? Hello, Sherry. Hope you're doing well. Joe, I had glasses since very young. Eyes changing now too. Wonder if because I don't want to see something. Yeah, a lot of times we don't want to see something. Something happened. I don't know. All I see is that your father and your mother arguing, and something did not feel right. Something was very harshly said or done. Like, I'm just tuning in, and it's kind of like, okay, I can just see you going like this. Like, I don't want to hear it. I don't want to see it. I don't want to be a part of it, because you're brought into the situation and it's kind of like you blame yourself. So let's just do a clearing. Okay, notice how that feels. Rose says, thank you. You are so welcome. And Joe, notice how that feels. I don't know if I said Lorna or Joe. Yikes, sorry. But Joe. Okay, notice if there's any shift, like any energy tingling or anything that you feel around the eyes. We're just clearing that trauma and validating that what you saw, that you acknowledge it, but it wasn't you to blame and that you had nothing to do with it, okay? And if it almost feels like it's a close family member, and I don't know if you could validate that for me, whether it was a parent, your parents or aunt and uncle or somebody. And if it doesn't resonate with you, that's okay. It's perfectly fine, but this energy does need to be cleared out, okay? So we're just going to clean. Hello, guys. All right, Joe, let me know how you feel. All right, guys, I have a client and I came on late and I apologize, but I will be back next week at 3 o'clock, 3 o'clock p.m. I promise you I'll be back. And I'll be on time. I had another program run over. And so today I could only be on for 20 minutes, but I know we did some healings around the eyes. And if you resonate with it, then you can watch the replay and get some clearing as well. I know, Christine, you're telling me that your hair is thinning since 2019. What's happening is that there's a lot of energy that hair carries. This is something that we could definitely work on and heal, okay? Joe, I'm not sure, but that might be revealed to you later today, okay? But just accept the healing at this time, okay? All right. Thank you so much, guys. Lots of love and light. I'm sorry for the delay, but I love you guys, and I'll see you next week, okay?